Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a blessed day. I want to talk about trusting spirit, trusting the great creator of our universe. It's important. There are a lot of things that happen in our world, in our life, that we have absolutely no control over. You all know that. So what do you do? And some of them are scary, some of them are very pleasant, but they happen and we don't know when they're going to happen. So in order to have some type of peace in life, it's important to have a level of trust, a certain level of trust. And I want to tell you a story about something that happened to me. And it involved a criminal, a crime that was being committed. Oh my God, I just thought of another thing. And I was saved from being involved in it. So what happened was, I lived in an apartment one time and I decided to work for that apartment in the office. And the male manager there came to me because I had spoken to the owner of the apartment complex, right? But the male manager came to me and he spoke to me in a negative way, in which I knew, okay, this could be a problem. So, I didn't understand why he had spoken to me that way and why he was upset about me working there. So, you guys, I do meditate, right? And I do have contact with the spirit world. So, what came through to me was that I was told to be wary. And the spirit beings just gave me the address of the apartment number, which was the manager's office. They just said, be wary of, and they gave me the number. I did not know, and that was all they said. I did not have any details. I did not know why. So I got the warning from the spirit beings, and that manager had came to me and spoke to me in an unkind way. I hadn't done anything to them. So I was on alert, and so because of that, I decided not to work in that office, right? I decided not to because something was not right. So some time had passed, and that manager left. He was no longer managing. Well, his wife was a manager. He was the maintenance man. He was no longer doing maintenance at the apartment complex. They left. And I ended up speaking to the owner. And oh my God, you all, this man and his wife were stealing rent money. So they were having the renters pay them in cash, I guess at a reduced rate, and they were pocketing the money. And they had been there at the complex while I was there for at least 3 years. So they took a lot of money from the owners. And the owners were an elderly couple. Elderly people are taken advantage of, as you know, unfortunately. And so when this couple disappeared, the elderly couple came and they checked the books and they realized that they had trusted this man and his wife manager to manage the company, but they were pocketing the money behind their back. So if I had accepted the job to work in that office, I would have been caught up in that mess. You see what I'm saying? So I listened to my spirit guides, and I saved myself from being even caught up in it in any kind of way. I don't know how, but it was a evil situation. There was stealing going on. They were marking the books, making the elderly owners think there were no people living there. And I remember that the elderly couple, they would have, they had this man doing maintenance, going and buying things and all that stuff. So I can only imagine he just did a half-ass job as well. And when I spoke to the elderly couple, of course, they were devastated, in shock, because they had trusted this man and his wife. And then they found out that they had been robbed by them. So I'm very careful, in how I conduct myself. But fortunately for me, I had the spirit world, the support of the universe behind me, because I did not know what was going on. I could not see. And the spirit world acted to protect me, and they alerted me. So I thank God. So we are not alone, you all. We do have protection. But this is very important. And hear me clearly. You yourself must be doing right yourself. You cannot be involved in anything illegal, immoral, doing any evil actions, or, being unloving. Because it's hard for the spirit world, because these are loving beings, to come through and communicate with you, and then two, that you tie their hands, because now that you are doing wrong, you have opened yourself up to suffer consequences and karma because of the decision you made. And so they cannot step in and help you because you have taken actions that will bring about this negative result. So you have to make sure that you are on the right track. And now that I've said that, I'm going to also say this, because I've spoken about this in other videos. We have people on this earth who do not love, who do not know how to love, who have been injured in childhood, who have suffered abuse and trauma. And so we have a lot of bitter people. We have a lot of angry people. We have a lot of people who do not know how to be assertive. We have a lot of people who do not know how to handle their emotions. They are not emotionally intelligent. They're all walking around on this earth. We have people who were not raised to be law-abiding citizens. We got all of that going on, right? So that happens every day, right? We have to be careful. So, and I'm telling you all this, that yes, those people still have a choice, but some of them are not at a place spiritually and mentally and emotionally to make the choice to transition over to living a life of love, of self and others. Some of them just have not had enough experience to give them the knowledge that they need to go ahead and make that decision. You just pray and ask God to keep you away from those kind of people. But then there's the other set of people who do know better. You see what I'm saying? And who can do better. But for one reason or another, they've chosen not to. And those people, God still loves us. God loves us all. And God does not judge us. We actually bring karma on ourselves by the thoughts that we choose and by the actions that we take. So we create our own consequences. Now, that's one. But there are another set of consequences that are not created by us. And those are situations where we are placed in learning experiences where we must go through a trial, okay, for testing and for learning and just being a spiritual being in a human body, having a human experience. So there are those, and so those are not karmic, but they are a part of the purpose of us being on earth. And so I wanted to share that with you because I thought about that. I thought about something else too while I was talking about that. But no matter how evolved you become, you know, as long as you are on Earth, planet Earth, you know, there are all kinds of people out here, and you will have to deal with them. You just pray, grow in love, and, you know, ask God and the universe to protect you and to guide you. But remember, there are people out here who are on the side of no love. There's a whole range, no love to love. And we got, what, billions of people? Millions, billions of people throughout that range. And you have to navigate yourself safely. God bless you.